Hey guys, this is Pastor Mel, and I just need to tell you something real quick. Divorce is real. Furthermore, I decided to have one, and I recommend that you do the same. Yeah, that's right. Divorce yourself from every excuse and every self-imposed limitation that has literally already cost you decades, dreams, and destiny. And don't get me wrong, nothing's more beautiful than unity. That's only when we're unified with the purpose that our Father created us. And when we're walking within the musical harmony of divine connections with like-minded people. That's people who want what we want and who value what we value and who are more than willing to lock arms with one another to help each other get to where we can get to together through mutual support. Listen, there's something going down right now, y'all. I hope that you don't miss it. If it's in you, then you know who I'm talking to. My partners and I are like family, and this thing we got is thicker than blood because it's made in the spirit. And it's in the spirit that we decided to make some changes. How do you feel about these changes? Are you ready? Let us know if you need a spot at the table. We're about to participate in a halftime of a lifetime. It's winning season. Father's favor. Hello, family, wherever you are. Grateful and thankful for this little bit of time that we'll have together on this evening. And I don't intend for it to be long at all. Shout out to you, Miss Renee. It is good to see you. Happy belated Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and all of that wrapped up in one and in between. To my main man, Kev, much love to you, man. Thank you for chiming in. To any of Team Joshua Generation that's there, much love. I'm grateful for you and thankful for you in this holiday season. Favorite time of the year. I don't think we should ever take it for granted. Can't never get enough of it, and you really don't appreciate it until you begin to see some of the joy in the face of the children and some of the traditions that we might have, not all, but as you're able to see them begin to live out that anticipation and that eagerness and that excitement about holiday time and all that. And maybe they're excited because they're out of school, you know that, but who knows what it is. We're just glad that they're excited. We see Lenny is in the house. Much love to you. Thank you for chiming in, Lenny. Thank you so very much. We're going to share some information, and usually I do a PowerPoint sharing some of the stuff that's on the slides, but I want to go face to face tonight. Hope y'all don't mind looking at this one, but I'm really going to share some videos with you that will make sense of what the message is. And let me pull this up for you. Listen, if you've looked at the calendar the way that I have, it would tell you that this is the 332nd day of this calendar year of the year 2022 of our Lord and Savior, Jesus the Christ. And if you're counting it right, that says we got 33 days left in the calendar year. The Lord said the same, and the creek don't rise. Now, we should know, we're adults here, that yesterday is gone. Can't do nothing with it. Tomorrow's not promised, and all we have is right now. So that's why we call it the present, because it's our real gift. We really can't claim a promise on something that was never given to us in the first place. And sometimes, person like myself, especially, maybe that's your way. You're vision-based, you're vision-oriented, and you're always planning and you're always thinking out. And sometimes you can think so far out that you can miss the moment, that you can miss the joy of the day. You can miss some stuff in next week, and here we are right here, and you're not present at the moment. I hope you're not like that right now. I hope you're present in this moment, because the videos that I'm going to share with you tonight, I want to make a compelling argument, if you will, that there are some things that we need to pay attention to. Particularly, let me just throw it at you with this title, 33 days from now. Ernestine, Dr. Stamps, it's good to see you, darling. Thank you for chiming in. Carol Caspar, much love. You says the volume is not working. You cannot hear. Let me hear from someone else before I go on any further. Kevin, how's the sound on your side? I want to make sure that there's no adjustments needed on my side. It looks like everything is about the same on my end as normal. Let me know if there's any other problem with the volume before I go on. I want to make sure we got this problem resolved. But thank you, Carol, for letting me know. Looking forward to talking with you, good friend. that we spoke to just the other day. I know it's going to be a great addition to all that we got going on. Somebody talk back to me now. Kev, somebody, Renee, Lenny. Come on, somebody talk back to me. Let me know about that volume. I need to move quickly. Need to move quickly. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Put it in the comments. Put it in the chat so that I can move forward. I don't want to say much more if there's a problem with the volume. If y'all can help me with that very quickly. I don't know why I'm not seeing any other comments coming up. Okay, Kev, thank you. It is working. Thank you, sir. So, Miss Carol, I think it's on your side, darling. So I'm just going to push through. Maybe you can refresh it, and it could come through on your side and be everything you need. All right. So I want you to look at it from this perspective. 33 days from now, what's going to happen? 33 days from now. Well, all around the world and back, I'm sure they're going to be a whole lot of folk. The Lord blesses them. Renee, it's good to see you, babe. They're going to be having this phrase, Happy New Year, this, that, and the other. And there'll be all kind of festivities. There'll be all kind of celebrations. There'll be all kind of eggnog and special drinks, we'll call it that. It'll be a whole lot of stuff going on. I'm sure there'll be some prayer services and praise services and worship and all of that. There'll be some family gatherings at the house, and, all kind of stuff. We're going to have all kind of stuff going on 33 days from now, I'm sure. Nothing new under the sun. It's pretty much the same as it has been for the most part, year after year after year after year. But what is it going to be in your neck of the woods? That's the real question. 33 days from now, what do you anticipate? What do you expect? What do you desire? What is it not that you want for Christmas? What is it that you want in the new year? What is it that you want in the new season? And maybe the best question is, why are you waiting? So we want to talk about 33 days from now. Thank you, Carol, for letting me know. 33 days from now starts at this moment. We are not going to wait another week. We are not going to wait another month, another day. Who said that? Not another minute. Come on, talk back to me. Could we talk for a minute? And let's just be clear about this frame, this reference called time. I ran across a video. I think I might have shared it one or two times, but I'm going to share it tonight because it's very unique in its approach and helping us to realize what we don't seem to really grasp, or if we grasp it, we just don't like to think of it in this manner. But tonight I want to share with you because 33 days from now starts at this moment. Take a look at this and I'll be right back.
These are roughly 28,835 jelly beans. I counted out 500 of them and used those to weigh the rest. In this pile, there's one jelly bean for each day that the average American will live. You might have more beans in your life, or maybe less, but on average, this is the time we have. Here's a single bean. It's your very first day. A special day, but kind of a rough day on everyone involved. Add 364 more and you have the first year of your life. Now, for a sense of scale, here are your first 15 years. 5,475 days, which brings us to the threshold of adulthood, and at that moment, this is the time that we have left. And this is, on average, what we will do with all that time. We will be asleep for a total of 8,477 days. If we're lucky, some of that time we'll be sleeping next to someone we love. We will be in the process of eating, drinking, or preparing food for 1,635 days. We'll be at work, hopefully doing something satisfying, for the equivalent of 3,202 of those days. 1,099 days will be spent commuting or traveling from one place to another, maybe a little bit more if you live in LA. On average, we will watch television in one form or another for a total of 2,676 days. Household activities, like chores and tending to our pets and shopping, will take another 1,576 days. And we will care for the needs and well-being of others, our friends and family, for 564 days. We'll spend 671 days bathing, grooming, and doing all other bathroom-related activities, and another 720 days will go to community activities like religious and civic duties, charities, and taking classes. After we remove all those beans, this is what remains. This is the time that we have left. Time for laughing, swimming, making art, going on hikes, text messages, reading, checking Facebook, playing softball, maybe even teaching yourself how to play the guitar. So what are you going to do with this time? How much of it do you think you've already used up? If you only had half of it, what would you do differently? What about half of that? How much time have you already spent worrying instead of doing something that you love? What if you just had one more day? What are you going to do today?
Sobering thoughts, my family. Good to see you, Miss Jackie Jones. Thanks for chiming in, Coach. Minister Carol, much love to you, Ambassador. Listen, guys, this is real talk, real deal, Holyfield. We have question marks on that aspect. We know how much time we've been here. Well, most of us should. We know that. But none of us know how much time we have remaining. Look at the list. Good God Almighty. He said TV, 2,600 I think 2,676. That's a lot of TV, y'all, in the average lifetime. Some might have less. Some of y'all might have more. I don't know. You binged out on that Netflix on that one. But then he said something about commute, 1,099 days. Good God, of commuting, going back and forth to work itself, 3,202. Eating. Now, we might need to put a little more time on that for some of us too. He said 1,637, but then he said sleep, 8,400. Good God. So we spend so much of our time doing things, and some of it, if we really thought about it, we might spend our time a little bit differently. One of the things I want to impress upon you this evening or today, wherever you are, or if you're watching a replay, is how much time are you spending for yourself to really take care of you, to really take care of your family, to really create memories, to really create the type of treasures that when everything is said and done at the end of the day and come on here and it's over, what would you be remembered for? Are you making ample time for that? Walking and discovering and tapping into your purpose, the vision, I believe, that God has given every single one of us. How much time have you devoted to that? Or do we spend more time in the hustle and bustle of life and the arguments of life on just foolishness sometimes? Things that are so, let's just be honest, fickle. Things that just really don't mean a hill of beans. Where are you really investing your time? Are you a good accountant for the time that you have? That is the greatest gift that God has given to all of us. 33 days from now is going to come, whether we're prepared or not. If God keeps us here, the question is, what are you going to do with your 33 days? I would submit to you that you can begin to make drastic changes right now, that you can take inventory right now, that you can make major decisions right now. You can draw a line in the sand right now and begin to live your life on a whole new trajectory. I want to share another video with you. This one I've shared multitudes of times. It gets me every single time. It talks about the vision of it all. It talks about the purpose behind it all. It talks about the legacy of it all. It talks about us not being those persons that lived our lives so thinly, so vaguely, so generically, so off point, everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Let me drop this on you. Let me get your thoughts. Because we got 33 days from now coming, one way or the other by God's grace. But let's make some major decisions in this area. Take a look.
Your first name is about you, but your last name is about us. Legacy. There's power in your name. Power in your name. McDonald's is a last name. Abercrombie and Fitch, last name. Armani is a last name. Baskin Robbins is a last name. Chrysler is the last name. Fisher Price, Gucci, Hennessy, Harley Davidson, Hilton, Honda, Kohl's, Kraft Foods, Lowe's Movie Theater, Marriott is the last name. Maybach is the last name. Nordstrom is the last name. Pillsbury is the last name. Porsche is the last name. Procter & Gamble, 2 last names. Rolls-Royce, Charles Rolls, Henry Royce, last names. Turner Broadcast System, Ted Turner, last name. Versace, last name. Wells Fargo, Henry Wells, William Fargo, last name. Walgreens, last name. Wrigley's, last name. Welch's Grape Juice, last name. Here you are, you think you're buying a product. You are not buying a product, you're buying a name. You think you're wearing a product. Hey, look at this product. No, you're saying, look at this family. And what you don't know is while you're making every family rich, you're making yourself broke. So you done went to one family called Wells Fargo and got $200,000 so you can go to another family called Rolls Royce so you can give them money and get yourself a car so you can go back to the hood and see the Joneses and say, look at what I got. Meanwhile, Wells Fargo, their family's sitting up being rich, and Harley Davidsons and Rolls Royce are being rich, and the Joneses are sitting there holding up people's stuff saying, look at what we did and we broke. What if I told you that your blessing is attached to your name? That part of the reason why you're not wealthy yet is because you keep trying to make Yolanda wealthy. You keep trying to make Tasha wealthy. What if you made Johnson's wealthy? What if you started thinking about your kids? What if you started thinking about your legacy? What if God started dropping Canaan and opening up windows of heaven? Because now you're not just thinking about you, you're thinking kingdom. There are some people who are attached to you who say, Mama, can you do something with this name? There's some people who are saying, Dad, can you do something with this name? Maybe God gave you the name to change and reverse some of the stuff that the name meant one day. I wish there was somebody in this room that said my name.
Every single time I hear that, I tell you, it gets me in a certain way. Anita, it's good to have you. Thank you for chiming in, darling. Listen, guys, maybe you're in that place right now. Maybe you've contemplated, maybe you're in a season and you, like me, you look behind and there are some things, let's just be clear, you wasted a lot of time on. You were on a dead end road and you kept going, and you'll never get that time back. Time is the greatest essence of life, the greatest treasure of life, the greatest commodity of life. It's our time. You know, what we do with our time, how we handle it. I mean, you could waste a lot of money. That's a bad thing to do. But you can get money back. You really can. Time, not so much. So I want to particularly talk, and I'm not going to be much longer than now because the point has been made. Time is of the essence. Time is short. Some of us, me included, have more time behind us than in front of us on this side. And while we're here, we want to get some matters right. We want to set some affairs in order. Is that you? We want to get some things lined up in such a way that when we do leave this place, not only will it be better and greater for what we've experienced of it, but for those who have been left behind, that we will be able to leave, even as the scriptures declare, an inheritance for our children's children. That's you tonight or today. If you're watching the replay, wherever you are, I would submit to you that you really need to go ahead and make a connection, that someone invited you to see this presentation, that you need to let them know, hey, man, we need to talk. Because I'm going to share some information with you very quickly, and then I'm going to let you go. Let me just share it this way. If you're the type of person that you have, and you know you have it in you, I mean, no one has to, we're not telling you anything new. You just know that you know that you know that God has given you something in your heart, in your spirit, that you are here for a purpose and for a plan to be carried out, to come into fruition. And for many years, if not decades of your life, you've been in that place, you've been in that space, but you've not cultivated it to the extent that you desire, to the extent that you even feel that God is even pleased with, that you really want to give more time, more devotion, more energy, more purpose, more commitment in that area, because it matters to you, because you know that it matters to God. If that's you, I definitely need to have a conversation with you. This is the type of stuff that we get excited about. We're very passionate about this. And maybe for someone, it's working with persons who have come through domestic violence. You got some stories in your own closet. Some have been told, But as they say back home, the half ain't been told. That you never came out and told your whole story. You just love helping people, and you hear a story and it does something to you, and you always want to help, but you don't really have the time like you want to help, and you don't have the resources financially to help like you want to help, and to do all the things that you would do if you had the means to do so. Well, we want to talk to you because we have something that you should know about. Maybe it's someone, your area of passion is dealing with persons who've had incarceration. Come on, I need some witnesses. Maybe it's your passion to deal with persons who've come out of dealing with situations of homelessness. Come on, we've been there. Maybe your situation and your passion is dealing with individuals who have had and are still dealing with sometimes addictions of whether it's alcohol or some other form of drug, or maybe even a sex addiction or whatever it may be. And you have a passion, it's something in you. You want to help those people because you see you when you see them, and it does something in your heart. Maybe it was a family member, maybe it was a brother, a cousin, a best friend in high school that they didn't make it, and you wish that you would have been there for them, but you couldn't. And you want to be there for somebody else. Maybe it's like myself, you want to be a better advocate, an ambassador, if you will, for children, whether it's in the foster care system or those who are living in emergency shelters or group homes, and you want them to have a family. You want them to receive the same kind of love, perhaps, that you received growing up, because you had parents and grandparents and guardians that poured out their love on you, and you want every child to have that. Or maybe you didn't have that, and because you never had it, you want to make it better for every child. All of these are many different areas that we may feel connected to a purpose that's greater than us all. And I want to tell you, I love working with those type of people, because that's my purpose. That's what makes Mel Keys come alive. That's you. We need to be connected. We need to do some things together. And the reason I say that, because time is short. 33 days from now, it's going to be here one way or the other. But if we connect now, I'm telling you that when we launch, we don't have to wait till 1 January, y'all. There's some things that we can put in motion right now. I know what I'm talking about, because it's a part of our legacy. It's a part of our birthright. It's a part of our calling. And we don't have to ask God to bless it, because he's already blessed it. He's waiting on us. We are not waiting on him. We have a team called Team Joshua Generation. Could I talk to Joshua Generation? Listen, it's getting close. Just for a few moments, I need to talk to Joshua Generation, and you know who you are. Maybe we're meeting for the first time. It doesn't matter, but you know who you are. We are God's people, and we are claiming his promises right here, right now, y'all. I need to talk to you just for a moment, just for a while. Won't be long here, because listen, we got some ground to cover. We got some things to do. We got some places to go, things to do, and people to see. And we're coming up out of that norm. We're coming up out of that tradition. We're coming up out of all of those boxes that either others have put us in or we've put ourselves in. Listen, it's time to go and possess what God says is ours. And he's already showed the path. He's already showed the way. He's already made a way. We're just waiting for some folk to get in place and get in position, and that might be you. Are you ready for this journey? Are you ready to get connected with like-minded individuals who are ready to go to the next level? And the resources, listen, don't worry about the resources, because the resources are already in place. We are connected inside of an $8 trillion annual industry. And there's enough room for everybody that wants to go to work. And there's some work. Keyword is work. There's some work to be done, but it's going to bring out the very best in you. It's going to bring out all of the enhancements from the personal development to the discipleship, to the coaching, to the mentoring, to all of those things are going to be brought up, stirred up, and enhanced by these divine connections. Someone invited you to see this, and you need to get with them right away. And to get the rest of the information, here's what I want to ask you to do. And I'm going to let you go on this. I'm going to share with you, and this is how serious we are, just for getting the information. We are a part of a worldwide global travel club. The shirt I have on, this side, right here, okay. The shirt I have on, it represents the company. But what's most important is that we help people to become their own CEOs. And our mission is to help bring out that CEO in you. I'm going to say it again. Our mission is to help bring out the CEO in you. It's in you. See, all these promises we talk about, sometimes they're too rhetorical. They're too churchy. We say like, he'll make you the head and not the tail, above and not beneath. And then we put it on a t-shirt, but we don't live nothing like it. This is our opportunity to make the switch. This is our opportunity to get the things that God had in mind for us all along. He's been waiting for us to get in position. I'm telling you what I know, not what I heard. There are some folk that are already there celebrating, cheering us on. And I'm not talking, they're not in the heavens. I'm talking about they right here on earth, and they're cheering for you and they're rooting for you. And I am too. And I'm believing God that he's in you and you're ready to go to that next level. If you're ready to go to that next level here, just for having a conversation, we have a special gift that we're going to give you. Now, when we give you this gift, it's yours. You don't have to buy anything. There's nothing for you to join or anything of that sort. There's no obligations one way or the other. All we're going to do is give you opportunity. What you do with the opportunity will be up to you. You can squander it. You can waste it. You can ignore it. You can neglect it. Those are your options. Those are your options. But we're really looking for the persons who know better. Because when you know better, you know how that goes. We should do better. So here's a gift we want to give to you. And all you'll need to do, let me put it up on the screen before I get out of here. Let me get you to do this. You're going to text travel feedback to the number 888-532-2699. I want you to do that right away. If you're watching this, even on a replay, text travel feedback. No spaces in between those words. Put them all together. No hyphen, none of that. To 888-532-2699. When you do that, you'll get a message reply. And that message will give you a link with a video on it. It's about 12 minutes, guys. Watch it because it has some valuable information. Watch that valuable information. It'll connect to a survey that has 14 questions. Altogether, between the 12-minute video, the 14 questions, it'll take you all of 15 minutes, 20 minutes max to complete. Knock that out. Grab a time on the calendar so we can set up your complimentary getaway to Cancun. Now, we can put you in Cancun. We can put you in Cabo San Lucas. We can put you in Puerto Vallarta. We can put you in about 20 U.S. destinations. My favorite is Cancun. I've had so many testimonials from friends and persons who we've sent. I've been there multiple times. I love the place myself. And maybe you need that getaway to really dig into your 2023 the way the Lord wants to bless you. And we want to be a part of that blessing. We want to get that into your possession. So let me just put this up on the screen so you can see what we're talking about. Here's some information for you right here. Take a look.
Cancun Riviera Maya. Wow! It's one of the hottest locations in Mexico. 5 nights at the 5-star Fives Resort. You're gonna love this beachfront paradise. Deluxe luxury accommodations, 7 outdoor pools, a world-class spa, and 15 incredible restaurants and bars. Plus, experience amazing activities from snorkeling and scuba diving to touring ancient Mayan ruins. This is a $1,294 value at one of Mexico's best resorts. Here's what others have said about their Fives Resort experience.
Our experience has been flawless from beginning to end, from booking to getting here to transportation to everything. It's absolutely wonderful.
Here at the Fives in Cancun, loving it. This has been an incredible resort. It's absolutely immaculate. It's right on the beach. The service is incredible, and we have absolutely landed upon a 5-star hotel. We've had an extraordinary experience, and we can't wait to come back.
Beautiful beaches, outstanding service, great food. We've had a wonderful honeymoon, vacation. Highly recommend it. It's just beautiful here.
Do not miss this. Book your 5 nights in Cancun Riviera Maya now.
All right, guys, let me reiterate. That is a complimentary gift we want to give to you. There's no obligation on your point, on your side. Text travel feedback to the number 888-532-2699. Let me reiterate. No obligation whatsoever on your side. What do we want? We're looking for the right people. We're looking for the real Joshua generation to stand up. And who's Joshua generation? Joshua generation, as I said earlier, those are those who, there's a mandate on your life. There's a calling on your life for something far greater than what you have yet experienced. It's not about your job. It's not about your job. We're not telling you to quit. We're not even telling you, to cut your hours. We're just telling you there's something far greater that you should be connected to. And it's a part of what we have at our disposal. And we're going to give you the opportunity to see it like you've never seen it before. But go ahead and text travel feedback to 888-532-2699. But just imagine living what some folk call your best life. And here's what I believe your best life is when you're the best of service to other folk. And at the same time, you're of best service because that's how God has wired you. He's designed you. He's shaped you. He's fashioned you in a particular way that you are, listen carefully, you are literally the answered prayer to someone's life. Someone's been praying, someone's been pleading, someone's not even sleeping, just begging God, if you will. And there you go. That you have everything in you to literally meet their needs. Come on, guys. This is what God has put inside of you. And you've let so much time go to waste. Now's the season to begin to tap in like never before. It is a process, but we want to get you in that process. We want to help you. We want to come alongside you. Iron, we believe, will sharpen the iron. As we go higher and higher, we'll be able to take more people with us in the journey as we're helping people around the globe and back, family. That's no exaggeration. I'm saying it again, around the globe and back. There are many of you that have callings of all sorts and kinds. I mean, you're going to be working with all kinds of people doing what it is that God gave your hands to do. And can't nobody do it but you. You have no substitutes. No one can fill in for you. God gave it for you to do. And you want to be on point and in position. And many of us, listen, let me just be clear. We're held back because we've been miseducated. We were taught, go to school, get a diploma, then go get a degree or certificate or go to, so we went and did all that stuff. And guess what? And then we retire and we still like, what the world? Still struggling. There's a better way, guys. I said again, there's a better way, and we want to share it with you. And there's no pie in the sky. There's no miseducation. We want to lay it all out for you. Give us the opportunity to do that. All you'll need to do is text travel feedback to 888-532-2699. You'll get the rest of the story. My man, Pastor Alex, we got to talk this week, man. I know your dad's going to be there tomorrow, so I'll see Bishop tomorrow. But let's definitely talk no later than on Wednesday. Much love to you, man. Sheldon, thank you for chiming in. Much love to you. And I think I see my main man, Maurice. Much love, my friend. We got Karina is in the house. Oh, my God. Didn't see. Vanessa is in the house. Y'all give it up for Vanessa. This coming Sunday, she's going to be one of the 8 getting baptized. Give God some glory right there. We're excited for you, Vanessa. We're praying with you and believing God for your greater. I also saw Debbie. Debbie is in the house. Much love to you, sweetheart. We love you. Give the kids a big hug. Listen, guys, I'm going to go on this. We have coming up in our city a mega, and did I say mega? A mega event. My wife, Kendra, and I, we are so excited to be the host for it in partnership with our coach and our mentor and sponsor, Coach Deborah Taylor, Ambassador Taylor, I'm telling you, you need to meet her. If you haven't met her, you need to meet her and hear her story all by itself. But at the conference, it's going to be nothing but packed. It's going to be a mega experience. You don't want to miss it. I'm going to share with you a quick video nugget, but you want to get registered now because all roads lead to our city, San Antonio, for March 17, 18, and 19. And on the 19th, you definitely need to find yourself 4748 West Martin Street. That's the Joshua House of Worship. Take a look.
Hey guys, we have Mr. and Mrs. Hart here. We're in Cancun.
We are in Cancun.
Hola! Happy birthday!
But they're headed to San Antonio. You don't want to miss March the 17th, 18th, and 19th of 2023. All roads lead that way. They are just the most amazing people you'll ever want to meet. And we have something to share with you. Meet us there.
I can't wait to be there in March and share with you guys. And this guy is the guy you want to follow in San Antonio.
We love you all.
Guys, let me just say it this way. These rock stars are coming here to be a blessing to this city. We want you to be in the house. Yes, Carol, all roads lead to San Antonio. They're bringing a wealth of knowledge, a wealth of opportunity. They're bringing gifts, okay? And you don't want to be out of place. I mean, this travel company, this travel club has been in position for 10 years. They paid out tens of millions of dollars to everyday ordinary people. And we're still just scratching the surface, operating in more than 60 nations around the globe, y'all. Debt-free, headquartered in Temecula, California, and a second headquarters now in Malaga, Spain, just opened this year. Every year, from one year to the next, has always gone forward with exponential growth. Never stagnated, never shrunk, never going back, never missed a payday. Payday's always Friday. I get excited. I'm going to say it again. Payday's always Friday. Every Friday for the past 10 years, folk all around the world have been getting paid as a result of this, and we're just getting started. Guys, you need to hear it for yourself. You need to see it for yourself. We're going to have multi-millionaires in the house showing us what they have done, how they have done it, and how to take your life to the next level. The name of the conference is A Better Life Requires a Better Way. It's our Better Life Conference. The link is on the screen for the registration. Go ahead and register before the end of next month. In fact, I think it's the 24th, if I'm not mistaken, because that's the pre-registration period. The prices will go higher after that. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be hosted. Lady K picked out the DoubleTree. It's going to be at the airport, DoubleTree, but all the information is there on the registration site. I don't need to tell you all that. So just go to Team Legacy Conference 2023.now site, and you'll get all the information there. Shawanda, it's good to see you. Thank you for chiming in. Dr. Trevor, it's good to see you. Thanks for chiming in. Listen, guys, I'm going to go so we can get on this other call, but I am so grateful and thankful for your time this evening. Share this. If it's been stimulating for you, if it's somewhat made you uncomfortable even, if it's challenged you, if it's added any value and insight to you, go ahead and share this with somebody else. Be a blessing to them. Make sure that they make sure, come on, take care, handle your business. Take care of getting that free opportunity, that complimentary opportunity. Text travel feedback to 888-532-2699. Let me throw this at you, and I got to go. I'm going to leave you with this. On the 24th, it's Christmas Eve, y'all. We're going to be giving away yet another $300 airline gift card. That could be you. Go ahead and make sure you register. We'll see you on the other side. Got to jump on this call. Much love to you. We'll see you. Thank you so very much.